If you're like me, then you have still been thinking about that Chainsaw Man movie after it was so good. I don't even know how long it's been now. It's been months since that movie came out, and I'm still thinking about Chainsaw Man in the future. So I came across this video. This scene proved why Reze really loved Denji. I don't know if she did. Yeah, she might have by the end, but I don't know at what point she ended up falling in love with Denji. So we're going to be reacting to it today.
After watching the Chainsaw Man movie a number of times, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that Reze genuinely loved Denji. And of course, there were multiple scenes in the movie that showed this, with each one meant to convey everything that Reze felt for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we don't know at what point she actually ended up falling in love with him, because there's no way she loved him right away. There's no way. She was playing him up in the phone box.
Ranging from love, adoration, empathy, and even compassion. But did you know the last moment that they spent together was actually the greatest piece of evidence in the entire film that showed just how pure Reze's feelings were for Denji?
Okay, but I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know what she did there. Did she kick him in the nuts or something? Did she bite his tongue again? I actually don't know. But the thing was, at what point did she figure it out? Because she was walking away and then she somehow had to make that decision, right? Oh, Reze, I know what we had was real. Reze, I'm so sorry about that. Excuse me, guys. Reze, I'll be waiting at the cafe. You better come.
And although it might not seem obvious, let me show you why this is actually the case. The scene starts when Reze tries convincing Denji that she never liked him in the first place, that the things she did or said was all an act to get him to like her.
I don't know, man. I was kind of buying it. I was buying it after all of that. I didn't think she was going to show up. But then again, like, I was thinking, like, dude, it would have been so much more tragic. And I'm sorry, it's getting a little bit off topic. It would have been so much more tragic if sorry, that screenshot of Denji. It would have been so much more tragic if she just left him, period, right? But the fact of, like, how that actually played out is even more tragic, which is crazy.
Of course, she is simply lying to herself, pretending as if she cared more about her mission than the beautiful moment she spent with him. And the part that really sucks is that regardless of what Reze felt for Denji, she makes the painful decision of cutting ties with him because she knows deep inside she can never have him.
And I'd be interested to see, like, who sent Reze and who she works for. If she's the bomb devil, does she work for the gun devil? And please don't spoil in the comments. Please. I'm an anime only watcher. And there are so many people out there that are so horny to spoil the manga. Please, please, please don't tell me. I'm just speculating over here. Please, with all my heart. But I'd be curious to know who she's working for and if, like, why she was, like, that, like, laser focused into her mission.
Especially while Makima is still alive. But as Reze walks away, Denji asks if she still wants to run away together, which immediately catches her attention. Clearly, he still loves Reze and wishes to be with her without even thinking of the consequences that might come out of it.
See, that's interesting because the way I took that initially, and I've never actually really thought too much about it, I was thinking, like, she looked back like, oh my god, this guy's stupid.
And as she hears this, Reze can't help but still yearn for Denji, so she runs towards him and lovingly holds Denji in her arms.
Why don't I remember that part? That part actually just slipped my mind. The part where she hugged him?
Embracing him closely. But
oh, wait, yeah. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, like, that was a nice warm scene, but then she kicks him or whatever.
Like a kiss, she instead dislocated his neck. And I remember when I first
saw
this scene, there were multiple ideas that came to my mind of what could have possibly triggered this reaction from her. Because Reze was so close to kissing the guy that she loved.
Oh, look at that. I never noticed, dude. Now I'm paying so much attention to it. Now I'm seeing where her hands are going.
But yet she chose not to. Just why? What could have possibly made her want to give that up? So I thought to myself, maybe Reze did this to emotionally detach from Denji. Maybe it was to let go and move on from him. Or perhaps maybe she wanted to deceive him one last time to make it seem like she never liked him at all.
Okay, I was with you the first couple, but I don't know about that one. I don't know if the point was just to deceive him, to say, oh my god, I didn't like you, but now I do.
Maybe that was the reason. But although these interpretations of mine could have been true, one truth remained, and that was Reze did this to Denji for one specific reason, and that was love. Think about it. During this scene, Denji had already set his mind on running away with Reze.
Sorry, Denji looking back there like, you want to run away together? Just after everything, the dude's still in love. I love Denji, man.
No matter what or who comes after them. But Reze knows that would make him involved in the countless lives she murdered.
You think? But he's also murdered people. He's a devil hunter. I don't know. I don't know if we're looking too deep into this or not.
He himself says that she has a better chance of escaping if Denji runs away with her, since he genuinely wanted to help Reze make her escape. And
yeah, maybe they actually, maybe there was a little bit of hope in Reze's eyes there, eh?
her eyes, this is what she oh so badly wanted.
But I thought this part was like all just, you know, getting Denji in love with her.
To finally be with the guy she loves. But deep down she understands that Denji would one way or another be hunted down alongside her if they both ran away together. So in an act of love, she kills her emotions to quickly paralyze him so he'd no longer chase after her. So,
you know, I don't hate that idea, honestly. I don't hate that idea. Dude, I never noticed she dislocated the neck. I wasn't sure if she bit the tongue or if she kicked him in the nuts again.
that her escape would seem like it was out of resistance against Denji rather than him just letting her go freely. At first, it seems like a cruel twist that Reze does this. I mean, she could have had her first genuine kiss with him, but in reality, it was her way of protecting the life Denji already had working for public.
Hey, look at that. You know, dude, I never went back and watched the movie a second time. Now I'm noticing like the little bomb thing on her neck. It's always been there. Crazy.
Safety. And to watch their final moment together through this understanding just hurts so much more. It is so painful to comprehend just how much sacrifice it must take for Reze to do all of this. And of course, as she walks away, she doesn't even look back at him as she's trying her hardest to let go of everything.
Yeah, that probably is it. Because if she didn't, you know what, if she didn't care about him in that moment, then she would look back and say like, oh my god, you're an idiot, maybe kick him in the face again, I don't know.
For Denji, because Reze knows she has to kill what she loves as a way to protect it. All this just to keep Denji safe.
That's interesting, because I was thinking of like, you know, she ended up changing her mind as she thought about it a little bit more and all the fun times that they had together. I wasn't thinking about it like at that specific moment that she was trying to detach.
Which proves just how much Reze loved him. And when you think about it, these actions of hers make so much more sense considering that she knows how satisfied he already is with the life he has working as a devil hunter, or in other words, being this city mouse.
And I also thought that she was just trying to get him to go somewhere else to like, you know, get ambushed or something like that. I thought that was gonna be waiting for us, and that would have sucked, especially the guy that was like collecting skin or whatever.
Therefore, she would never want to be the one to ruin all of that for him. So she decides to remove herself from his life instead. But then when you see the final moments of the movie, you witness how Reze changes her mind at the last second. She finally wants to do something for herself, even if the risks were too high. Because
and yeah, it looks like it. Look, it looks like the risks were a little bit too high there. But there you go. This is what I love about it, dude. You can see the desperation in her run. You can see the comparison in the way that she walks. I love the way that they did this, man.
things for sure, Denji would have been worth all of that.
Perhaps.
And yet,
crazy, man.
led to this.
Crazy. I couldn't believe, like, after watching such a good movie, they just, like, punched us in the gut like that.
Talk about a love so cursed, yet so pure.
And the worst part about it is, dude, is Reze might think that Denji set her up, and Denji just thinks that he's been abandoned for Reze. Dude, I am so... And please don't spoil. Please. I wonder if Denji's ever gonna find out that Makima was the one that killed Reze. I wonder. But then again, who would tell him? Maybe it would have to be the angel devil that spills, right? He doesn't care about anything. Crazy. That was good, man. I enjoyed that. We also we did talk about this in an entire review that we did for the movie, and it was one of my favorite reviews that I've ever done personally because I loved the movie. I thought it was great. So if you're interested in a movie review for the Reze arc, then you can check that out right here. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, everybody.